with the volume. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we go through and we can just go through and have those captions burned in. And that way people are able to scroll through, they can see it, and they have all these, again, these great little avenues to get to that content.
All right. Now, I know social media gurus will say the most important thing is engagement, the audience feeling like you're engaging with them. And of course, that's just the opposite of automating the process.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a combination or a compromise? Is there a way to use Lately and still have your audience feel like you're engaging with them?
Yeah. Oh, excellent question. So Lately is saving you the time it takes to come up with those social posts and post them and publish them to the platforms, which is going to free up your time to really do that more meaningful engagement. It's going to allow you to have that time to go through and respond to comments, to comment on other people's posts and things like that. A lot of people don't realize that social media is a two-way street. You can't just put your stuff out there and expect people to come flocking to you. You need to do a little bit of that give and take.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sadly, I'd like to think I was the only author posting on social media, but it appears to not be the truth. So you got to work harder to get people's attention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Now,
and we actually, so just a small little side story.
okay.
We have a customer, David Allison. He wrote a book called Value Graphics. He's doing a lot of this really world-changing research on getting rid of demographics and how really basing things on your values is more important. And he wrote a book, I don't know if it was last October or it might have been 2 Octobers ago when I first started with Lately. He wrote a book and he wanted to use Lately to then promote that book. And so he did kind of what I explained before, where he was putting in chapters of his book, creating those social posts and pushing it out across all of those platforms. And would you believe it? The Monday his book was released, by 12 p.m. Eastern, it was #1 on the Amazon bestseller list. Wow. And he really credits that to Lately. So we're really thrilled about it.
And how much time before the release of the book had he started his Lately campaign?
It was about a month.
Wow.
Yeah, so not all that much.
Most people would pre-release the book.
Mm-hmm.
That's really impressive. But that's a nonfiction book. So let me ask you another tough question. Do you think this works better for nonfiction than fiction?
You know, that's a good question. I'm not sure, but I'd love to have you test it out, Bill.
All right, I will. It's a deal. And then we'll get back to this. I just think in general, when I go on like morning show interview, what they always say is it's easy to have a nonfiction person on, then you just talk about the content of the book, but they don't know what to say to a novelist.
Right. Mm-hmm. And you could put those morning show interviews into Lately and promote those as well.
Oh, wow. I've got about 30 years of that kind of footage. On your website, and maybe given what you said, I shouldn't be quoting the website, but on your website, you mention analytics, and in other words, useful feedback to people about their audience. Can you describe that for me a little bit?
Oh, absolutely. So our analytics page gives you all sorts of information and details about your performance. So you're able to adjust your date ranges. So maybe if you wanted to see your post performance before the book release versus after, you can do that. But in addition, I think that the part that is really the most valuable for everyone is going to be our keyword option. So I mentioned that the artificial intelligence in Lately is going to really, it's going to start to learn and develop based on your key messaging. And Lately is going to start to tell you what words and phrases in that key messaging is performing best with your audience. And so with that, you're able to see what's working and adjust what you're doing on social media based on that. So we do give you a lot of information in that sense, as well as, you know, the general hashtag usage and likes and comments and all that kind of stuff.
Well, good keywords can be invaluable in this day and age. I mean, and then I guess you could take those once you've discovered the best keywords, you can plug those into like Amazon advertising or anything, right?
Exactly. And that's what we always recommend, because you want to stay consistent with those keywords, because that's also going to help with your search engine optimization and all of those search terms and things like that.
Well, you're doing a good job of selling this, Lauren. I'm starting to get excited just talking about it. I think you offer several different plans. Can you talk about that a minute?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually are pretty customized based on the individual. So if there is anyone that would like to learn a little bit more, we would be more than happy to chat with you and see what we can do to make this work. And if it's okay, just to give it a little plug, you can find us at lately.ai. That's our website. Or anyone can reach out to me, Lauren, Lauren, at lately.ai.
Okay, yes, that's absolutely okay. Lauren, this has been really illuminating. Thanks so much for being on the podcast.
Yeah, Bill, thank you so much. This has been a pleasure, and I really appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you again, Lauren, for that wonderful interview. Let me remind everyone again, please, if you're enjoying this podcast, tell your friends, post about it on social media, post a review wherever it is you're getting the podcast. Give us that 5-star rating. You're not stingy, you're generous, so go to the max. This isn't just to bloat my ego. This is because 5-star ratings and good reviews make the podcast more searchable, more findable, more discoverable by new red sneaker writers, people who are aspiring to break into this business or to do better in this business, sell more, expand their audiences, just like you. And let me tell you one last time, because by the next podcast we'll have already started. It'll be too late, but it is not too late to sign up for my first ever online writing workshop. 5 days of intensive focus on your work. You pick the topics. I talk about what you're working on. This is all geared around the very small handful of people in this group who you'll probably get to know very well by the end of the 5 days. So if you think that might interest you, please go to my website, williambernhardt.com, and sign up. Until next time, keep writing. And remember, you cannot fail if you refuse to quit.